What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nate. Thank you for watching. Today we've got a fun video. We have the keys to a brand new Ram TRX. Yes, this is Ben Hardy's Ram TRX, the same one from a couple videos back that broke down while we were off-roading. Today's video, we're just gonna do a quick walk around. I'm gonna pull the Raptor out, pull it side by side the TRX in the driveway, do a walk around of how the two compare on the exterior. Then we're gonna open it up and take a look on the inside, show you some of the features in there. And then Ben is gonna come with me. We're gonna do a drive. We might be able to do a launch control, and we're gonna just kind of give my overall feel and review of the TRX. I know it's not a totally unbiased review because I do have a Raptor. I run an Instagram channel that is focused on Raptors. So I am a Raptor fanboy, but I wanna go into it with an open mind, and you know, I'm glad that there's competition coming out against the Raptor because it's gonna push Ford to increase the capabilities of the Raptor. Okay, first and foremost, since we do have the TRX here today, we have some essentials we want to make sure we have. We want to make sure we have our tow rope, just in case we need it again in the neighborhood, and something to hook it up with. Just a little something to have on hand, just to make sure we don't get stranded anywhere. We got the Raptor pulled out. We got Ben here praying that I don't crash his truck. Hey Ben. And we got my green shoes on since we're driving the green truck. So we're gonna do a little startup real quick. Is it the same as the Raptor?
No, you just press it twice. You don't need to lock it.
It's hard to beat that sound. That sounds so good. So first impressions of the interior, a lot of nice leather, Alcantara. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Alcantara, who cares? Super nice leather trim. I love the red. It's got the TRX here, like the Raptor says, along the back. The steering wheel is super nice. Got a little bit of carbon fiber inlays in the dashboard here. But let's go ahead and back it in next to the Raptor, and we will do a quick review of what the two look like next to each other. Okay, so we've got here the 2021 Ram TRX. We got the 2018 Ford Raptor, and this is just a little comparison of the outside of the two next to each other. You can see here the mirrors right here on the TRX are just a little bit higher, but I think that's just because of the way they're placed on the body. I have a leveling kit on mine, and I have new leafs in the rear. Yours is just stock suspension, right?
Completely stock. So
nothing's been done to the suspension or the ride height or anything, and they're sitting almost dead even. In the rear, there is no leaf springs. So similar to the new Raptor coming out, 5-link suspension in the rear, which makes for a lot smoother ride on-road and off-road, which is awesome.
Smell of fresh Alcantara.
Oh, I was saying that word earlier when I opened the door, Alcantara.
Yeah.
I never know how to say it. Before we drive the truck, we're gonna start it up, and Ben's gonna show us some of the cool features that it has. One thing right off the bat that I love is this massive screen here, kind of like in the new F-150s. It's just so clean. I love it.
So the most important feature is the launch control here, and it's really easy to use. So all you have to do is press the button, and then it'll pop when we're not in drive, so it won't pop up. It'll pop up in the center screen, and it'll tell you exactly what to do. So it'll tell you straighten the steering, and then it'll tell you to apply full brake pressure all the way down. And so you just have your foot all the way down the brake, all the way down the gas, and then you release the brake, and then the truck launches. It's like you can do it at pretty much every stoplight if you wanted to, hypothetically. Not saying you should, but just hypothetically. The interior is really nice, really comfy. I definitely think Ram was focused more towards interior comfort. Yeah, 100%. It feels like a luxury. On road, the biggest difference I've noticed since having my Raptor to this is the Raptor felt like a off-road vehicle that they made that could drive on the on-road, whereas this feels like a luxury vehicle that they made off-road capable. So that it kind of feels like that in a sense.
Yeah, it feels comfy and plush in here. I like it so far. Okay, one thing I like off the bat, it's got this camera which points out the rear. You can turn it off and then turn it on. It seems like it'd be hard to get used to, but it's pretty cool that you can see. I'm sure you can see wider, right?
Yeah, it's wider. My friends call it the reaction camera because it, unlike the rear view mirror, you can actually see people's faces, so you can see the reaction when you gap them. And like you can see people's faces so close in the camera that like I saw some dude picking his nose the other day. And we're just in the automatic setting right now for the time being, and then he'll pop it over in the sport mode a little bit.
And I told my viewers earlier, I know I'm a Raptor fanboy, but I am trying to go into this with an open mind. I think it's pretty cool that there's at least some competition coming up against the Raptor, which is going to create Ford to then push their vehicles even further. So,
do you feel the extra weight on road so far? Not really.
I think I do. I mean, I want to drive it a little more to feel it. It definitely feels heavy in the nose. Definitely a comfy ride, comfy steering wheel. I like the heads-up display in the front. Is that always on, or can you turn it on and off?
You can turn off the heads-up display if you don't like it.
I feel like I'm driving a bigger truck. Like, I feel like the hood in the front is sticking up a little bit more in my view, which I'm sure I'd get used to if I was to drive it more, but
yeah, and it's, I can't remember exactly how many inches, but it's a couple inches long. It's like an inch longer than the Raptor, and I think a couple inches wider, but it's very, very close.
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I know why everyone wants the V8 back. It sounds awesome. I like the sound of my truck. I've got the AWE 2FG exhaust on my truck, but it is still a V6 and you can't really make it sound exactly like a V8.
Do you have a place where you're able to do the launch control?
Yeah, I was gonna pull it up here if you're okay with that. That's where I would probably recommend doing it.
So what we're gonna do for the launch control is we're gonna pop it over into sport mode. Now the reason we do that is it puts the traction in sport, and we want the traction in sport, otherwise it's just gonna cut power like crazy. And so if you have the traction in sport, then it's not gonna cut the power when you have the tires spin a little bit with the launch.
Yeah, we'll do it right here. This is where I do some of my launches.
So you have to stop fully.
Walk me through it, and I won't do it yet, but tell me what to do.
So all we have to do is you just have to press the launch button, and then it shows you right there on that little center screen everything to do, and then you want to push down the brake as hard as you can.
Okay.
And then you push the accelerator, and then it's super.
Mash the brake, mash the throttle. Once it hits max RPM, then I let go of the brake and it'll launch.
Yeah, but you just have to make sure you have the brake all the way down, or the truck will start to kind of go forward and it'll cancel the launch.
Okay.
That's the one thing that a lot of people do, is they don't press the brake hard enough.
Okay. Apply brake pressure, full throttle, and then we're gonna let go. Jeez. That is quick.
Yeah.
Could you feel the rear end slipping out?
Yeah, a little bit.
The roads are a little wet, so. Ooh, was that a transmission we just lost back there? No, Ben did get a new transmission, but everything's running smoothly. Ram took care of him, fixed it under warranty. I could get used to that. I'd do launch control all day.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's fun, is it's like a race car in a truck body. And I don't know. Still don't know the full specs and the full review off-road, but on-road I think it's a pretty comfy truck. That whine is so cool. I think from a launch control standpoint, you would definitely beat the Raptor in a race. But I think if we were to do a rolling start from like 20 or 30, I think I'd be able to hang in there with you pretty good. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Once we make it to Mexico, we'll do that. And once the roads are dry.
It's a long, we're in Utah, it's a long ways from Mexico. can argue with a supercharger.
No, you can't beat that sound. Are you gonna do anything to the exhaust, or are you gonna keep it as is?
Well, shout out to Corsa that gave me an exhaust for my Raptor. They still haven't gotten back to me on the TRX. I don't know what's gonna happen there. We might have to go to the dark side and get AWE like what you have.
Hey, I think you'd like it. This camera is way cool on the rear view. Do you want to show that with some cars behind it?
Yeah, so you guys can see the visibility is super nice with the camera. Oh boy, we know what's gonna happen here.
No, I'm not gonna take your truck off-road. Jeez. Oh, I forgot I have a heads-up display. I can just look right there.
Yeah.
All right, the people want to know, would I buy this over a Raptor? And I think I would have to, I'd have to ride with Ben a little more off-road to see what I think about it. We went off-road last weekend, but his truck broke down after like an hour and a half. And up until that point, I really didn't get a feel for how the truck performs off-road. So if you ask Ben, he would buy a TRX over a Raptor, which you weren't saying that a week ago.
Yeah.
I still feel like the hood is just in my way up top. Did you feel that way when you got it, or?
No, I had a Rebel before this, and the Rebel's even worse.
That's true.
Because they have like the weird venting. This has the flat part on the middle of the hood.
Is there a certain mode that turns traction control off, or did you turn that off since we were doing launch control?
Sport turns it off, Baja turns it off. I think Rock, so there's the mud and the sand and then the rock. I haven't gone to those drive modes yet, but I think that those also turn off the traction control, and then the snow, I'm not sure. But the auto and the tow and then the custom, I can't remember what I set for custom. Oh yeah, custom I set pretty much everything street with the truck. Shows like the TRX next to, like size comparison with the TRX next to a T-Rex and then next to a Raptor.
That just means they're fat and heavy. Thank you, Ben, for letting me drive the TRX. I give it a thumbs up. Still don't know if I would buy this over a Raptor, but
we gotta do more off-road testing.
Yeah, we will see coming soon.
More off-road testing, less tow trucks.
I do have my tow strap. I put it in the truck just in case we broke down around the block. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you again to Ben Hardy for letting us take his brand new Ram TRX for a drive. If you stuck with us this far, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.